Hiya! I drew 217 self-portraits so far, just in these dedicated self-portrait sketchbooks, and today I'd like to take you through one of them. This one I'm reserving because I started the project as a sort of, this is just for me, and I still haven't decided if I'll share it here publicly or for my Patreons, or if I will just keep it to myself. So we will see. This was my first. I'll give you a very quick sneak peek. So yeah, let's keep this one aside. This one is still ongoing. I have a few pages left and I kind of gave it a rest after a long time of drawing them almost every single day, if not every single day. But this one, which is the previous one that lived in this cover, we can go through today. So before we start, I'll introduce myself. I'm Kama. Also go by Weird is the Best on the internets. All my art is sort of whatever I feel like. Sometimes it's very silly, sometimes it's very serious. I'm a mixed media artist and I'm an illustrator. I also make comics. So these self-portraits were self-portraits between number 75 and 127. So what, 52 self-portraits in this? The sticker on the cover is by Sophie McPike. There is nothing on the back, so I'm going to put something on the back very soon. This sketchbook is by MD Paper or Midori from Japan. I absolutely love their paper. It's perfect for like ink and all sorts of things. Like I use wet media. You will see in the sketchbook actually in a second. So let's maybe start, because you probably want to get started. Okay, so here's self-portrait number 1. Well, or 75. I did it or drew it on the 30th of May 2025, and this was my day 537 of drawing every day, but it was self-portrait number 75. I'm glad I numbered them because it would have been hard to keep track of how many I've made. This was just I think it might have been either Fudenosuke, although it looks like Fudegokochi brush pen. It's like an ink pen. Might be Fudenosuke because it seems to be waterproof, and a grey one, Pentel brush pen, I think, maybe. I had a phase. It looks like this, so it must be the grey Pentel brush pen. Art fun. The self-portrait itself isn't that similar to me. I can see some resemblance, but it's not like that accurate. The eyes. I'm just learning about how to draw faces actually, and I know roughly how to improve these things. So this one was drawn with some watercolor crayons, and I have them next to me, which never happens, but I can show you. So these are called Neocolor 2 by Caran d'Ache, and they are water-soluble wax pastels, and I think that's not the color. There are two very similar ones, but I love these. They are a bit on the pricey side, but I love them, and I never like come close to using them all up. So I think if you're like drawing sporadically, you can probably afford getting a couple every now and then, and eventually you'll build up a collection before you know it. So yeah, I highly recommend this brand. It's very high quality, really nice. And they're like adult crayons. They are good quality, not kid quality crayons, so you can really enjoy using them. I'm not sponsored, by the way. Maybe I should mention the sponsor of this video. So the sponsor of this video, there is no sponsor of this video. It's just my online shop if you'd like to support it. But I won't bore you about that. So I think I quite like this self-portrait. I'm a master of changing topics randomly on a tangent. So yeah, I really like this self-portrait. Might not be very accurate, but I kind of like how loose and fun it was. This was not ballpoint, but like ink gel pens. And yeah, definitely not my good self-portrait, but I was trying to experiment with like using different colors and actually using these pens. That nose is something. And this one was by Woomer Art. They've kindly sent me some ink gel pens to try out. They're like three colors in one. So I'm just checking how often I was drawing at the time. So this was 30th, 31st, and then I had, what, 6 days, 5-day break, and then continued drawing them, which is interesting to see, because in my head, I remembered drawing every single day for quite a while, but this wasn't the time. This is Gansai Tambi by Kuretake. It's a Japanese brand of watercolor, although I would call them more like gouache, although, yeah, they're kind of in between. But I love using them as if you would use gouache, like really thick. And this was a day later, so this is daily now. And yeah, just like super quick sketch. I usually take a photo and then draw from it. I don't really like drawing from a reflection or something. I prefer drawing people from observation, but not myself, because it's quite hard to strike any pose, because every time you look at yourself, you're looking at yourself, so it's very, very weird experience. I heard good things about it. And this one I quite like. It looks very happy. It's quite hard to draw, for me, to draw a smiling face, or like when there isn't that much hair visible in the picture. So yeah, really fun. I kind of mixed 3 different colors, maybe 4. Yeah, just kind of experimenting with different colors from Gansai. It must be still Gansai Tambi, a bit more watery on this side than that. I love how the eyes came out. They are, I don't know, I'm going to say perfect, because I can judge my work and be kind to myself. This one's just a picture of my hand. I don't even know what I was holding, some kind of flowers-ish something. But I thought self-portraits are like so obviously like usually a person's face, or literally a portrait, right? Or like a full body. But I don't ever draw like a part of the body or something that represents me, so that was my attempt. Yeah, doesn't really look that much like me. Maybe the clothes, yeah. So this is still kind of drawing every single day. Don't know what I used here. Probably like one of those Pentel brush pens sort of thing. This is a colored pencil, which is impressive because I never use colored pencils that much around this time, at least in this time of my art experience. This is a very difficult angle, and I kind of really wanted to make it, to draw it, because it was going to turn out kind of ugly, but I kind of like how it's quite difficult to draw it correctly, so like the nose is completely the wrong way. But overall, like the pose and the face without, if you don't look at the nose, it looks kind of right. It's a hard like angle to draw. You have to foreshorten the face. Yeah, I quite like it. If I remember, I will find amongst tens of thousands of photos of on my camera, I will try and pop this photo in, because I think it would be interesting to see for you. This is nothing like me at all, but it seems like I had fun. Very scribbly and loose. Again, I think I was trying to channel my inner Sophie McPike, the author of the sticker on the cover, and it is actually the reason I started drawing self-portraits in the first place, because they were very overwhelming to think about. I think these are colored pencils on both, and this me has seen things, a lot of things. Yeah, so almost drawing almost every day. Oh yeah, I even put this down. She's seen things, scary things. So yeah, still the same vibe. This was portrait number 90. That's quite fun to look at. This is probably one that I put the most time into. Let me just check for you in shot. And I'm probably the most proud of it as well. I really persevered, and I was trying to, I can't remember, I've seen something about drawing. Maybe it was a like a free workshop, masterclass sort of thing. And it's really inspired me. And something in my brain clicked. I've lost it since. I don't know. You know, I've recently heard some other artists saying this. about how you would draw something and then later you come back to it and you're like, I can't draw this. So this is the sort of thing. I'm not sure about the neck like position, but the face itself, it looks alive to me. It's not like realistic. The eyes are different sizes and so on and so on. But when I look at it, I see my face and I think I have a photo. Are you ready? Like it's not at all perfect. I think I like bigger eyes. Like anime girl for life. And like I didn't do the cheek very correctly and things like that. It's nice to like look and see what you could improve, but also I am still feeling very happy with this self-portrait. I might like scan it because yeah, I will. This was my height. Like it only goes downhill from now, as you can probably tell. This was a weird pose and facial expression. And I started with like the light tumble brush pen and then covered with darker. I think I started with a sketch with a colored pencil actually. Just to kind of, I think a light sketch helps with getting, you can correct things much easier. And with this one actually, I probably used seaweed, a color seaweed in There Went Light Fast. Or a similar like forest, moss, something. Yeah, one of my favorite pencils, colored pencils to draw. They're kind of, I love using them instead of like a regular pencil, graphite. Okay, still pretty much drawing most days. Oops, spoilers. Ooh. Here I think I was slowly running out of steam. So this was blind contour, and because it was so light, I added a second one on top. Those eyes. Those eyes have seen things as well. And another one, this looks haunted and weird, and like I'm at some kind of weird doll, like creepy doll. But it's progress. I tried. Here, yeah, ugly page, yay. I'm always trying to celebrate the ugly pages because they often lead to like, not breakthroughs, but like coming up with a new thing, like trying, it means that I've tried something new, and even if it doesn't work, I can build on that and learn more about that technique or whatever I tried. Honestly, I don't know what I was trying here. Here's another one, sort of like similar energy in like some of the scribbles, but very different at the same time. I mean, still drawing them pretty much every day. I don't know what to say about this. This is very like off, but I guess I tried to pay more attention to my face at least. Another self-portrait in single line blind contour. In case you're new to art or like you haven't heard of this phrase before, single line blind contour means that you start drawing by, obviously you can put down your pen to paper and then you only look at your reference picture or the scene in front of you, and you don't look down, and you also don't lift the pen up. I don't know if I may have accidentally cheated here. It's a brush pen, so it's a bit harder to like control. But that's what it is, and sometimes it's great to use that as a warm-up, because it will never come out beautiful. So you can get that stiff drawing out the way, and it's not stiff because it's blind, so if that makes sense. Yeah, the stiff drawings are the worst. This one is Artex. This one was Pentel Pocket brush pen, and this is Artex brush pens, the acrylic ones. Yeah, it's a face. This is some kind of thick watercolor, might be a mix of different colors, like neon yellow and red, or maybe it was just orange. I don't know. I don't remember having this color, but I must. Okay, a very I need a break. A very imperfect 100. This was my self-portrait 100. And I love that I was so not precious about this one. Like, it just shows, it helps. It really helps to not be precious about stuff. And I could have drawn a beautiful one and posted it on Instagram. Who cares though? Like, I didn't even share that I reached 100, I don't think, at least. So yeah, I hope you can take something from this video into your own practice, is to be less precious and care about numbers and things less. Although I did certainly feel happy that I reached 100. This, I think, was this is a blue ink. It might be a cartridge ink from Sailor. And I never remember the name because I use them very rarely. I only have one pack of them, so I don't know. But it's like Shibori, something like that. It's really lovely ink and it's kind of shading. I don't know if you can see. I love I love that you have to sit through this ugliness. Wow, I talk about it and you have to watch it with me. I don't know if you can tell. It's really hard to show this on camera, but when the light reflects from it, it changes slightly to like from this blue to like pinkish, orangey almost. So yeah, very interesting ink. Here is another one. I just decided to change things up. These are all Pentel pocket brush pens. Not pocket. Those are brush pens. I forget their name every single time. It's one of those brush pens. Arts Color Brush. It's such a not name. Such a name that is so easy to forget. Very, what's it called? Generic. I actually won some of these brush pens from Pentel giveaway. So I was trying out different colors and seeing if I can paint with them. They're much harder to control than regular brush pens, and also because they're water soluble, each pen was dissolving the layer beneath. But, well, it does not look like me. I kind of like it. It's an interesting page. It's a different format and very much more colorful. Okay, this one. Oh yeah, I went to Oceanarium. I just took myself on an artist date. And I was very glad I brought my noise cancelling headphones, which are really wonky on this picture, but who cares? And I say who cares a lot in this video, I guess. It's been a day and yeah, I won't say much about today. And yeah, I took a selfie there apparently, and I drew myself when I got home, I think, and you can see a little fishy. Look. Okay, this is a not very flattering image because I was trying to add water to add shadow or something like that, or maybe watercolor. This might be like Payne's Grey watercolor. I was trying to just use a little bit of paint to zhuzh up my paintings. And again, drawing pretty much every day still. I mean, I draw every single day, but drawing in this sketchbook almost every day. Or maybe every day. 27, 28, 26, 25, 24. Yeah, for like, I had good bits of time where I would draw like consistently, maybe for like 50 days in a row. This is a photo. I will try and find it. If I can't, I will post a more recent photo from the exhibition. I delivered my first ever painting to my first ever exhibition. It's currently out. Something Nature Reserve. There's a cafe. And the Fountain Art Society, which is my local art society, organized an exhibition. It was a paid exhibition, as in I had to pay to display my work. I was super proud that I could have something on the wall amongst really talented people. And so I only had this one small picture. It's like 6 by 6 inches and it's 3D. So like there's like a border that I painted. And I have since been able, they've done the exhibition again this year. And I put there 3 of it. Brain, come back to me. I think brain is out there somewhere, but not here. Okay, so I painted 3 paintings of the same subject, like aster flowers, that I've seen in Perbeck on our recent trip. Well, not so recent anymore. And back then I was only able to display 1 because I joined it quite late and I didn't have any more space. But this time I was able to display 3. That's all I wanted to say in a super long-winded way. Then on the next day I drew this one. This was portrait number 105. I need to do this more often. It just feels more fun. This head and my hair looks really off, but I like the playfulness of this page and it looks more graphic somehow. And this I was trying to paint, maybe, with these Caran d'Ache pencils, wax pastels rather. I would love to try those like creamy, like Sennelier or similar pastels. Not those dry ones, those really like nice and juicy ones. So yeah, maybe maybe in the future, if you're a brand and you're watching this, give me a shout, because I'm interested in that, in testing them out. But yeah, this was me trying to get a bit confident with using something like that. Here, I love this color combination. The face, maybe not so much, but I think I appreciate every self-portrait, but this was kind of, yeah, like if you look at anatomy, that would be a very weird skull and very not straight, like very wonky. But hey, I made another one, right? And it was the day after this one. And the next day, I really like how this one looks. Obviously it doesn't look anything like me, at least not to me. And I think I used some Payne's Grey on top of a waterproof brush pen. Again, this must have been with a bit of water because it's a bit more like opaque. It looks like it's showing on top of the other, like the line work. Still going strong every day. Can you tell I got into a bit of a loop? But sometimes it's a good thing, because you can kind of explore the medium and how you can paint something. I would really, really love to paint hair in this sort of way. I like, in general, I like this style. I think it's very expressive and pretty. And definitely need to work on anatomy. There is always something not right, which is good, because that means I have more to discover and learn. I always have the biggest problem with mouth and like getting the eyes look like they should, I guess, like, you know, not wonky. This one, kind of cool for colors and kind of minimalistic. I like that about it. And try to use some skin colors, obviously not very well. It looks very sickly, but I quite like that I used a different pose. I started like experimenting with the hand a bit, like having a hand in the picture. I like the approach. Like in both pictures, I only colored in the skin, which I probably didn't even intend to do on purpose. But it's kind of fun to look at like the phases I went through. This is one of my faves. It looks nothing like me probably. But I kind of like the simple mouth, the simple eyes, and yet there's so much on it, like lots of color, the background. This, yeah, very interesting, I will say. I think it probably was Tombow brush pens. They're water-based brush pens. This is interesting. This is also interesting, like these are two, maybe it looks like the same person. Maybe I'm like kind of vibing off the previous page in each drawing some subconsciously, although these are nothing alike. Maybe a little bit. So yeah, I tried to layer brush pens and blend them and see if I could work that out. I don't think blending is for me. It just never clicked. Maybe one day. Hey, who knows? So these were Tombow brush pens and these were Pentel brush pens. Very different mediums, even though they're almost called the same thing. I think I'm still drawing every day here. Yep. And the next day, yep, gotta be done sometimes. And me with a cat, and I don't know what this is. Headphones? It might be my earphones, which I absolutely love. Felt quite ill today. Oh, maybe the cat was like keeping me company because I wasn't well. And yeah, still drawing every day. This is kind of a vibe picture drawing, less representative and more of the actual what you could see, but more maybe the mood, if you couldn't tell yet. Let me show you closer, because it's a bit it may be hard to tell what's going on. This, who knows, I think these might be my new glasses, and when I was getting used to them, they're very different shape, at least these two. They're very different shape than I'm used to, and I felt claustrophobic in them. I wear quite heavy glasses, so yeah, that wasn't great. Oh my god. Or maybe it was just very hot, because yeah, I think it was hot when I got my new glasses, so it was quite hard because I was fogging up, which was really annoying because it's summer, not winter. If you wear glasses, you will know what I'm talking about. You basically can't go from outside to inside in winter and not lose your eyesight for a few minutes while your glasses adjust to the new temperature, or like your body stops evaporating. Who knows how that works. There's another one. This isn't too bad. I like the crunchiness of the lines. That's kind of really fun. Yeah, this one I just melted and was a puddle on the floor. It was too hot and humid. That's the worst combo, isn't it? This year, thankfully, it wasn't too hot for too long. It was too hot for a bit. And yep, just some fun hair. I kind of enjoyed it. Sometimes when I draw this way, I'm like, oh, I was too quick. I want to draw another one. What inspired this? It must be inspired by something. I don't really know. I wish I knew. It's really fun. Kind of like the more cartoony style. This one's more like anime, cute eyes. Maybe I was exploring different ways. I don't know, really. And this is the last one. I wish I drew something here to fill the gap, but I will definitely fill it with stickers. This is the last one, and it reminds me of, we're just here. So it's kind of almost a continuation of this one. So they go from less perfectionist, I guess, to slightly more. My eyes are always sort of running away from me. But that might be because, like we're supposed to, when you draw digitally, maybe you don't know, but when drawing digitally especially, it's a good idea to flip the picture, like, reverse it backwards, so that you can see if anything's like going in one direction when, like, off balance kind of thing. And maybe I need to take photos as I draw. Maybe like after a sketch I need to take a photo of it and then flip it and see how that looks. Don't know which paint this was. It reminds me of this sort of thing. Some kind of purple. Maybe it was this lilac. I'm too precious with the expensive paint, and I really need to use them. I don't think it's that. It looks slightly different. But yeah. This is really cute for some reason. No idea what inspired it. Maybe I was just like, let's just try it. Who knows? It's been a few months now. So this is it. Let me grab some stickers and let's decorate it as well. Okay, so now I have my stickers that I pre-selected, and I was extra tempted to use one of these 3 raccoons. Have you recognized the name of the artist yet? It's Jess Was Here, and I'm actually a brand ambassador of Jess Was Here. She's not sponsoring this video, but I think she sent me all of these. I bought this one in the past and I loved it so much that that was also gifted. And there's a not today one, and there's a raccoon eating a pizza. If you like a cheeky discount from Just Was Here, I'll leave it down in the description, just on the off chance, yeah, if you're interested. But I think I will use this. So this one is a big grade, so it's slightly imperfect, but I absolutely love it. And since it's a big grade, I feel less guilty to do this. And this goes very well together. This was what, like a freebie sticker, I think, with one of my orders. And I don't do that often enough, or almost ever. I don't know who made this because there's no name on it. Let's do this. Ciao. Okay, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed this. If you enjoyed it, I always really appreciate seeing your comments down under the video. It always makes my day to read what you have to say. And I think let's go back to doing secret emoji comments, just to tell me who is the, who survived until the end of the video, pretty much. And this time, I don't know if there is a raccoon emoji. If there is, you can use that. But if there isn't, use a frog emoji to tell me that you're still here and I'm not just talking to the void and that there is someone on the other end. So yeah, if you want, you can also introduce yourself in the comments. If you have a YouTube channel, drop the name or link to it. I don't know if you'll be allowed to drop a link, but if you can, do it. I would like to connect with all of you if you like. And I think let's finish here. I hope you have a lovely day artsing, and until next time. And I haven't really said much about my Etsy shop. I know I mentioned it at the very beginning, but if you'd like to support, like if you enjoyed this video and if you'd like to support me, you can head over there and check it out. It's in the description below, just if you're interested, but no pressure. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. But also, don't forget to click the link that popped up now. You can go and continue watching my videos. So, I see you there. Bye!